what can we do differently as educators to better engage students, open up those pathways, help make it relevant, help make it accessible, help get them excited. So all of this stuff that we're thinking about it, like that's really a tool that you can use is how might, the kids are like, yeah, and they're super excited. They're already on board, but like, how do you get the kids that want to go hide in the bathroom? If you can get those kids on board, you're really getting everybody. And so that's why we find the focal student kind of lens to be a really helpful tool in this work, because it's kind of a means of scooping up all your kids.
The outdoor education, I think, really makes a
Yes.
difference. A lot of times I think of vocal students that in a traditional classroom really have challenges or have avoidance issues. You take them outside and their perspective changes a lot, and you give them a why or a purpose or a meaningful activity, then
they're into it.
Yeah.
Finding natural science that is still relevant and prevalent, in the urban settings that they're overlooking to engage them. And I'll be like, oh yeah, all about these mountains. I'm like, yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, well, it's like you don't care about a place until you see a place. And for some of them, like
100%.
it's the street, or they haven't been outside of Denver, and so it's like you show them the place they live in, they might connect with it more.
Yeah, I probably was a focal student when it comes to science when I was young. So in group work, I'm the fun person in the group, but I'm trying to get with some people that are going to do the science work. Yeah, and so when we were outside, and they was like, "Y'all want to change groups?" It's like, no, because I feel like I had the best little setup, but we changed groups so many times, and like what you were saying, having people actually needing and looking at me and deferring to what I thought. That was good. I'm like, okay. I'm still in the group. Yeah. I'm a meaningful part of the group. Yeah. And so that's how that's important on engagement.
And the hands-on nature of the math, right? Like that makes such a big difference. What units are you using? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I gotta look and confirm and write that down, and like they're not gonna forget that.
Well, and it's so fun once you just introduce the component of, well, have you measured that? Have you looked at the change of that? Oh, I need my ruler. I need that in my bin. I've got, no, we're using metric. No, we're using Celsius. We're scientists. It's so cool to see these little guys really engage right up to that and take that on and find an application to that. It's really awesome.
And you all as our facilitators have been great with probing questions. You just keep asking questions and not giving away any information. You're challenging our thinking to push us to figure things out.
There's so many students this year that were just like, I am really proud that I did well because I don't get science. Like I don't do science. Or like I was watching a student do math and she's like, I'm so bad at this. I was like, well, if you knew it, you wouldn't be here. Like if you could do it already, like what would be the point? It's just practice. Like it's just practice. So like going outside, I think gives the sense of like real practice. But that is if you're like not teaching yet, it's totally real. And I hear it all the time. It's like, whoa.
I'm not a math person. Oh, that's funny because you're doing math.
Yeah, right. I'm like, that's weird. That's right.
I don't get the sun, but I know that the sun turns everything green. Oh, you are a scientist. You understand photosynthesis. So
Or even
not
in
know
labs.
the actual word.
Yeah, labs. Well, what do we do? I don't know. You're the scientist. You tell me. Like, how are you going to set that up? And they're like, oh, yeah.
I was on my own personal case. It's like you may not be that, but you're a problem solver. Don't be a problem creator. Be a problem solver. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, let's see. If this was my problem, this is how I would fix it. Okay, you're doing it. You're not classifying yourself as like you're trying to solve a problem.
Let's get out there in nature.
All right.
Woo!
Well, first get into some cars.